Hello everybody and welcome back to Vanity. So today we're checking in with Morphe. They recently released the Cheek Thrills Trio. This blush trio comes with a cream, a balm, and a powder. I picked up 3 versions. I believe there's 7, so we're going to swatch all of these, but we're probably going to play with this one. Then I also picked up the Morphe Bacon Set Powder in Brightening Peach, and then the Cloud Light Soft Glow Veil. So we're going to use this one to set our entire face. I already have a foundation, a concealer, and I did also grab the Drip Glass Glazed Lip Gloss High Shine. So we're going to see how that goes. Blast from the past, we're going to go in with the Nikita palette from Morphe. So we're going to sit here, have a good time, get this open, and see what we can create from this and that, and start our day. Let's go. Okay, you guys, so what I went ahead and did is swatched out all 3 blush trios. And this one is Après Skies, which is super pretty, and it does indeed come with the protective cover to keep your cream and your balm intact. The balm that's here in the center, oh my goodness, it feels so nice that I think you could easily apply that to your lips and wear it as a gloss. Here they all are swatched out. So Après Skies, Wine and Dine, Cabana Club. The powder on Cabana Club was a little sketch to me, just a little bit, but you know what though? You can put it on your face, you got to build it up. Let me show you all the trios, and let me lift the cap just so you can see. So Wine and Dine. I'm telling you, these balms, they felt really, really nice though, just to the touch. And this one, I thought online it'd be a little bit more red though. It's not. It looks it here, but you can see when I swatched out, this is a lot more peach. There are all 3 of our blush trios. I did not have a primer from Morphe, so what I did do is go ahead and prime, and I used the Revolution Pore Blur. I've had this Morphe foundation for a while, and this is the Filter Effect Soft Focus. I've had this one for a while. Not sure about the color or anything like that. And let's see. Okay, it seems a little light, but you know what though? We're gonna absolutely make this work. And I don't have a bronzer from Morphe either. I don't know why I didn't think to pick that up. It's been a week, you guys. I wasn't as detailed as I normally am, but we're gonna sit here and pounce this in. How's our color? Not terrible. I'm not sure what the finish on this foundation is supposed to be, but I use a pore blur, and I'm hoping that, you know, it mattifies and kind of fills in the skin a little bit for me and gives us, you know, a smooth canvas. I hope these 2 products play well together though. And I was trying to think of something comparable to Morphe. I don't know why I pulled the blank. I'm like, there's a lot of things, because Morphe was always pretty reasonably priced, but I noticed with drugstore making a come up on their prices, Morphe, I'm like, well, some of their stuff is hecka reasonable in comparison to like L'Oreal. Hope it plays well with Revolution out of all places. But also, as I said in a previous video, Revolution is making a price increase. I figured let's try these 2 together and see if we can get some magic. I would definitely say, even looking here, medium coverage. I'm sure it's buildable. Do we feel like building today? Do we need to? I don't know. You know me, more is more. You know what? We're going for more, just because I want full coverage. Yeah, and I don't know what's going on with Morphe. Morphe is trying to sit there and say, hey people, we're here still. We closed our storefronts, but hey, our products are still here. We're still there. And I used to like Morphe, like eyeshadows. I have quite a few palettes, not as many as I used to have. I decluttered a couple. I was looking at the Nikita. I was like, oh my goodness, I haven't used that in a while. And then I totally forgot. I also have the Morphe Nikita brushes, because I brought the set, you know, years ago when the palette came out. So I was like, you know what, this is perfect. I'm telling you, it's all about going in your collection, your stash, and seeing what you have and kind of, you know, making a go of it. So next up, we're going to go in with the Morphe, what is this? The Morphe 2 Hide and Peak Concealer. This one, been a minute. Can't tell you the coverage level or what the claims are for this one. Right here. It looks yellow, just looking at it right there. So here's our doe foot. Very light, but you know what though? Let me see. I think it's going to do the trick. Kind of a different doe foot. It's kind of flat, but it's not completely at a point. Kind of reminds me of the new L'Oreal. Which one is that? True Match? I think that's that one. For you, it looks a lot more yellow than it does for me. For me right now, it looks very ivory. Didn't brighten that much. I thought it would brighten more. That's okay though. We have a Brightening Peach setting powder, so that should sit there and kind of come in clutch for us. If this goes successful and I feel satisfied, I will go back in and start getting some more of the, you know, updated Morphe product. Because I think the only thing I bought recently, and it was probably about a year ago, was one of their, oh my God, is it a 20-pan palette? I don't know. It's just kind of a rectangle palette. I hadn't bought, I'm used to their big palettes. But other than that, I haven't bought Morphe in a very, very long time. This was a little, you know, little treat and little adventure to try something a little bit different from Morphe. I do remember liking their brushes a lot though, not necessarily the Nikita brushes. I remember that those felt kind of cheap in the hand when you're doing them, but the bristles are fine, but it's not as good as their other brushes used to be. But I did recently buy the cream what was it? The cream bronzer brush, I believe it is. That one, I like that brush so much. And I will say this, since I'm trying to dip my feet into the cream area, it's a good thing to sit up and have a good brush. Makes a difference. Makes your products really kind of work for you and not against you. All right, now here's the dilemma. Do I set this concealer or do I go ahead and try the blush? I think I need to set this concealer. There's our Brightening Peach. Super soft. Scent. 0 scent. I just set our T-zone where we place that concealer at. And then we'll go and mess with our cream product. I really should have looked at the claims on this concealer though. I have no idea. You know, they probably all say creaseless. It's never true, but they all say it. And I think the Morphe 2 line, I believe that one is for more like skin tints, you know, kind of a lighter face. Okay, so I can see where I need to set. All right, but we're good. All right. Now we're going to touch into, I don't think I'm going to touch the balm today. I think we're going to leave the balm where it's at, just because I'm not sure how to play with that one. And this one needs to go for like sure today on work. This is a liquid blush. So we're going to do cream. We're going to get our e.l.f. Putty Blush brush. I like this, but I'm not going to touch it. That's the balm. But we're going to touch here and the powder. I would say what feels the most pigmented, almost feel like the balm, if I'm being honest, but we'll see. So there it is in our brush. I'm gonna dab just a little bit off. And I don't have a cream bronzer, which I should have brought out even if it's from a different company. This is gonna get covered up some after I set it with the Glow Veil powder, but it's pretty. And I'm not worried about being aggressive right now. We're gonna have a good time. I really hope that, you know, it kind of shines through after we set this. I'm used to having on, yeah, that cream bronzer when I do steps like this. But how do we feel? We feel like our cheek is very, you know, pink. Is there a sheen in this? Maybe not. Maybe it's just the foundation underneath kind of peeking through. And I know it looks aggressive. Just, you know, trust the process, guys. I mean, there's a lot coming at you, but we got this. All right, let's set our face with the Morphe Cloud Light, and this is in the shade Sunrise. Like the packaging though, look at this. There, like this, super cute. It is powder. Looking at it when it's here in the pan, I almost thought it might have been a cream to powder, but this is it. Let me swatch it next to the blush. So this is it right here swatched out. And I was trying to see, is there shimmer in here? I don't think there is. I think it might be matte, but it says soft glow, so we don't know. We're gonna see once we, you know, set our face down. Just toning down the pink a little bit. But by the time I add bronzer later, all this is gonna come together. But I do see it here still, so yay. I told you I thought it would go a little bit heavier and it would shine through. It is. This powder feels very kind of light and airy on your face along with the setting powder or the Bacon Set Brightening Peach. So that little trio, okay, that's doing a little something. I'm going to go apply my brows and we're going to come back and do our eyeshadow. Stay tuned. Okay, you guys, so brows are done. All right, so with our Nikita palette, I think what we're going to do first is, I think we're going to start off with this very pale pink. I think we're going to touch into maybe this shade, this blue. Not the right blue, but it's going to be right enough today. Definitely going to touch into that green. This one, that's a possibility maybe. And one of these purples right here. And then we're going to throw something on our lid. That's the best, you know, little plan of attack that I can think of at this exact moment. Our outfit, we have some variety of color in here, our dress. So we're going to sit here and see if we can make all of this happen up here. This is the light one, and this one is in Sakura, I think is the name. Let's throw her up here just to kind of give us a little bit of a base. Very fair. Come higher up on our brow bone. This shade seemed fair, but this one's a little more fair than I thought it was. Actually, for our colors with the pink that's here in the butterfly, this can work. I might have to go in and deepen it with another color. As of right now, and this is not even what the video is about, I'm gonna sit here and say this is not one of Morphe's best palettes, and this is 2 shades, but I'm already not liking how they're picking up on the brush. Now we're gonna apply to the eye and see, but I'm not a super fan of how they applied. Okay, see, that one, I take it back. That one is applying. It didn't get great on a brush though. The brush stem, this feels so thin and weightless in your hand. If you have like arthritis or wrist issues or anything like that, this may be better for you where you have, you know, good bristles, but this is not so heavy on your hand. I feel like I don't have as much control. It's applying it how it needs to apply. It looks a lot more intense for you than it does for me though. I'm looking here on camera, it's like, oh, it's showing. In person and looking down, not so much. I'm gonna go back in with that first shade just to kind of blend those lines and see if that pink can show up. There we go. The next shade, where do I wanna go with that? What will look good with orange? Let's look at our outfit. Do we want to try that blue? Because there's not a yellow in this palette, but there is a yellow glitter or goldish glitter. We can maybe play with that on our lid. This is not the right blue, but I think we're going to use the first blue that I pointed out to you. And this is in BB Boy. So that's going to be this blue. This looks more what we should be using, maybe. Neither one are the correct shade for the butterfly right here. It's neither one are correct. But we're going to make a go-go with that one. And then I'm noticing on here, things are showing up a little bit deeper once it's on the eye. So we'll see. So let's get a little bit of her in. I don't want to mix too much of the blue and orange and get that, you know, that brown look going, but we needed something in here. Okay, it's coming along. I kind of lost the orange a little bit. Maybe I'll bring the orange up higher right here maybe, because I don't want to lose that shade. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Where are we at? She's not happy yet. All right, so let's throw a shimmer on this lid. Here's an icy shimmer and here's a gold. Those are our two shimmers we might use. I think the light one might be our go-to. Here's the white right here. The other one's kind of a pale pink, which is this one. It just doesn't show as much. But you know what though? I think we might go with the pale pink. Why not? I have to have confidence that this is gonna get better because where it's at right now, she is not liking it. But I have to add some green, add some purple, and I think maybe then they'll kind of come full circle. Fingers crossed, as always. Here's this shade. See, one little shimmer gives you a little bit more hope that it's gonna go the direction I want. I'm gonna go in that outer corner with the purple. Now, do I wanna touch into this one or this one? I think we're going here. And if not, we'll go to the one to the side of it and we'll darken it up. I think I'm going to go in with a smaller brush above where I'm at right now to really kind of intensify that blue. Try to maybe pack in a little of the blue right here because it's losing its vibrancy, and that is not what I want. We're going to bring in that bright green right here though. I need to see it. I need to see something get me where I want to go. It's getting messy, but you know what, we're going to play that in our favor. We're going to play with this. We're going to make this work because this is not making her extremely happy at this exact moment. All right, so let's see if this green gives us a redemption moment. This is not the right green, but we're going to use it anyhow because we are. It's the palette we chose, or I chose. Now that green is not showing up worth a hot fudge cake sundae. Yeah, no. We're going to have to see if we can make this one cute. Because right now, so where are we ending at? Okay, let's not lose our orange. This is literally a give and go. This is a lot. Maybe I need to go with a different brush to kind of heighten this orange back. It's something. We're going to say that. Still don't want to lose that blue. Get you in here. All right, that's doing a little something better. But this blue is almost as soon as you lay it down, it's kind of fading away. I do not believe they sell this palette anymore, and I'm gonna sit here and tell you, good job. You probably shouldn't. Because this one, I'm CPR for your eyes. Okay, it's somewhere. And I'm gonna figure out a color to kind of put under our lash line. Maybe that'll bring something else forward. Let's do our brow bone. Let's see if that helps make it look a little neater. I'm not sure you're gonna make it past a declutter Morphe Nikita palette because as of right now, this might be on the chopping block. Okay, so I'm gonna go and complete the other eye. We're gonna line and we will be back. Okay, you guys, went ahead, completed that. I feel better. The liner, I'm telling you, makes a difference. I did go underneath my eyes with that pale pink and just a little bit of a deeper pink to try to, you know, kind of make some pink come into it where it wasn't too aggressive, but work with the colors we had. And I did bronze also with the Silky Matte Bronzer in Sun Kiss number 2. So I did bronze already. Now we're gonna go in with the powder blush from the Cheek Thrills in Après Skies. And we're gonna go in right here with the powder blush and we're gonna see how this does us. And I do not have a highlighter from Morphe. So I'm gonna go in with You Better, or excuse me, let me get it right. You Better Work from NYX. We're gonna go in with this highlighter. It's the pink one. See, kind of at an angle. It looks peachy here, but it's pink. This seems to be a matte blush. So get this, there we go. Let's see how this performs. Does this have a protective seal too on the color? I don't know. I'm trying to get my brush in and get it past the little tab that's right here to cover. It seems like it's big enough. It technically is, but my blush brush is a little bit bigger, so it's not getting in the center planes of it, but all good. This is matte because I was gonna say if this had a little bit of a shimmer in it, we weren't gonna use a highlighter. I saw the cream blush shining through the entire time, and I put on layers of stuff and powders and all that. So that was actually, you know, that was a cool thing. Done with that. Let's go in with our highlight. In case you guys haven't seen the NYX video, let me swatch this highlighter for you. This is our You Better Work. So it's a really pretty, you know, it's an icy pink, but she's pretty. Now, can she go light-handed? Probably not, but we're going to attempt to not, you know, overdo it. Oh, she's pretty though. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Every time I use one of these NYX highlighters, I'm just in awe. If you don't look right here, look right here. And it's like, ah. Let me show you the gloss. So this is the Drip Glass Glazed High Shine Lip Gloss. So that's this one. It's super pretty. I'll have to go grab a lip liner. Don't have that either. So this wasn't full Morphe, but Morphe enough, right? It's a thicker lip gloss. That's just on the hand. I can tell it's thicker. Here's our doe foot. So it's kind of a, you know, a little slant. This is actually it right here. And this is our shade. So there we are. Lip gloss, line, mascara, hair, and we'll be back. Okay, you guys, we are back and we are finished. All right, so Morphe. We'll kind of start at the beginning. We might be a little out of order, but it's all good. The foundation. This one actually played pretty well with the Revolution Pore Filling Primer. I'm looking at my face and I feel like we're in a good place. So this one, it's always available. This is a yes. It was not bad. So this one, I want to check it out. The concealer from Morphe 2. This is the Hide and Peak. This one very much reminds me of the L'Oreal True Match one. Let me see here. I feel like we're in a good place with that. The next up, this is going to be the Morphe Bacon Set Powder and Brightening Peach. This one, this is okay. It's not bad. Looking through here, it looks like it might have an iridescent glow, kind of pearlescent finish. It doesn't, it's matte. But this one, this was pretty all right. It laid it down really well, yes. The Cloud Light Soft Veil Glow in Sunrise. This one, I really like this packaging, you know. This really thick, it's sturdy, it feels good in the hand. I thought might actually give a glow. I actually feel pretty doggone matte, and this one, I liked it. I thought it might be more kind of a cream to powder. I just really didn't know what to expect, but I feel like my face laid down really well. This is a yes, I like this. The blushes, you know what? It's one of the Patrick Tar, Patrick Star. I think theirs are duos maybe, but this one, these are really cool. I'm kind of upset that I didn't get a chance to use this one, but you know, new day, new face. I will use the balm, but these, all of them felt really nice. Like I said, 7 different variations, but these, you might want to check these out. And I got mine at Ulta, and I believe they were $19. Check it out. I think you'll like that. So the trios, Cheek Thrill Trios, we're gonna say it's a yes. This is the Morphe Drip Glass Glazed High Shine Lip Gloss. I like the color. I'll add a little more. Just here, just so you can kind of see what it is. I use a ColourPop liner. Just traditionally, I don't like this word, but it's kind of gloopy. Now, it's thicker, but it gives you the pigment. If you don't mind the inner rim separation that can happen, if you don't mind that, go for this. This is the Morphe Nikita palette. This one, I can get down with the color story. The color story I like because I can see where you can take it with the neutral, you can take it to evening, get a little vampy with that red and that black. The pink, you know, kind of take from here to here and kind of create kind of, you know, pretty pink purple look, whatever. You have the pops of neon, like there's one pressed glitter right here. But in general, I see why Morphe no longer sells this palette. They shouldn't. I just did not care for this thing. This one was not her favorite. But looking, we got somewhere. That was the goal of today. But everything else, that was thumbs up. I really did like it. Please do me a favor. Please thumbs up. Please subscribe. I appreciate you and I thank you for your time. And I shall see you next time. Bye, beauties.